Ladies and gentlemen, Friday, price is at all-time high. Last day of the week. So yesterday I stayed on the sidelines. I didn't take any trade, and hopefully today I find an opportunity to enter. Honestly, the plan is to pass at least one of the account, so I start next week either with express accounts or new challenge accounts. I was not expecting a move to all-time high again after this drop. So yesterday kind of got me off guard. I said I didn't find any setup yesterday. Some part of me believed that I also froze. I just realized I was muted on TikTok. Price still strong, and it's hard in all-time high because it's hard to find a target for more upside, and then it's hard also to believe this trend it's going to reverse. But I think that's just opinions, and at any time price could give good setups, and I can take them. We just saw London high on NQ. Yep. Will you be taking a reverse on that here at all-time high? We also did an S&T. Yes, stay below. Do you think after sweeping London high, price will then look for this low? Market just open. Oh, we probably get that movement in less than 5 seconds. Look at that. We also have yesterday close to London low. So it's a nice target. I don't have a time to enter on a trade, but I don't usually enter in the first 5 minutes. Four hours fair value gap, they sometimes are so big that I find it hard to read them. It gets crazy, but also sometimes it do the first percent of fair value gap in the first 3 minutes, and I have done good trades there. So that's why I say I don't have the time, but I usually like to wait. But if the setup is there, it's there. Doesn't matter what I like. I use macro. I will use oh, I thought you meant micros. I do use macro, yes. I love I tend to be more aggressive in the macro. So if right now I see something, I like to wait for more information, but if I see something inside the macros, I like to not think it twice. I only use 950, 1010, and 1050 and 1110. Price hit in the opening the 50% of the new day opening gap. and it's reversing. However, NQ is doing higher highs and ES still holding below and pushing lower. Yeah, especially with this opening, with the long wicks, and since the wick has moved a lot, I don't like to try to predict or anything, but we have moved so much in the wick that there's a high chance that we could balance today. We haven't balanced in the whole week. Well, Tuesday was a little bit, but still, hopefully it doesn't balance. Yeah. Yes, it's not that bad. We're about to, well, that minute just started, but we might get the first percenter fair value gap in this minute. When I see gaps in between the candles, I like to use the whole thing. Like these gaps. This is not. These gaps. Instead of wick to wick, I use from a body to body, because this is also a volume imbalance and this is also a volume imbalance. Yeah. Yeah, ES hasn't created yet. Sometimes when, like, it would be nice if ES created as well and use it as resistance, but sometimes when, let's say, I'm looking for more downside and NQ created and ES was weak before, it's like I feel like ES already gave me what I needed to see on ES. last minute of this 5-minute candle, and it's doing an up close candle. Another big wick. I remember on Tuesday I got in short 2 times in this price action, and I got stop out 2 times. And then I re-enter here, and I was able to get that move. And this price action looked better. The only thing I didn't like in this price action was this up close candle, but then price continue lower, and then I enter here. But I feel like that price action looked better than this, even though we're still doing down close candle. I do not trade pre-market. I have tried, but nah, it's very difficult for me. And the trade that has worked, it's because I enter and I go to sleep. I feel it's hard to read it for me. Because when I say pre-market, I mean also extended hour, even any time between here. It's also managing risk and reward, because the movement are different, and then you have to enter with more contracts or things like that. And I kept waiting for bigger movement, and I just realized it won't move that much. So I think what happened is I go to trade pre-market with the intraday mentality. What's your playlist? Honestly, it's from, what's it called? tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. Give me just 1 second. I think it's called Stream Bits by Harry. Yeah, Stream Bits by Harry Heller. I think I might get a chance to enter, hopefully for more downside inside macro. There's your tests. It's just the beginning of this 5-minute candle, so this can easily be a down close outside candle, which for me will mean weakness. And if we do that, I'll enter for more downside. You were right, we did tap it. From what time to what time do you use macro? I see. 9:45 to 10:15. I thought it was from 9:50 to 10:10. You know that ES hasn't done the first percent of free value gap yet. Both of them are pushing higher. ES already, actually both of them to this 5-minute high. You think maybe it will be bullish till yes swept London high? We'll see. Unlike the S&T, we'll see. Do you think the music is too loud or too low? I don't hear it because I don't like to listen to music while trading. So I can only see the volume doing like boom boom like this. Look at that, beautiful. This week, this has been the thing. Big swings like that. Even after we swept any swing high, swing low, or like this. Both of them took low of day. And NQ just closed the gap. However, there is a sell-side liquidity from yesterday, which I like, and I might be entering for more downside. I don't want to see this 5-minute candle closing above 50%. So what I'm going to do is enter with one contract only after this 1-minute candle close, and if it close to a slow, I enter with one more. Okay, stop loss here. I think, yeah, the idea is to see it continue lower. That's why I enter just with 1 mini, because there is a high chance, no, there's a chance that this close like this, and it will mean nothing for more downside. Exactly. Yesterday I saw a setup also low risk, and I mean I saw a good setup, and I didn't take it because it wasn't like a plus setup. But the thing is that sometimes when there are no A plus setup, I realize that there's still good setup and I could enter with less risk instead of just waiting for more information, which it's also a good option. It's just whatever make you feel like you're in control. Not all setup must be A plus setup. I know. Yeah, as long as we are able to recognize it, I think it's good and lower the risk. But some people just like to enter A plus setups, and I think that's good as well. Especially when in drawdown, you just sit back and just okay, I'll do just A plus setup. Like if that were the answer. Now, one thing I don't like is ES holding above. But this is not looking bad for more downside. When you study chart, you see everything working perfect, and now when you are in a trade, you start noticing things. Like you look for everything for like to move the stop loss, and I think it's because it's real time. And when you're studying, you see the 5 minute, and we still 2 minutes to this 5 minute close. And when you're studying, you see the 5 minute here, and you say everything's fine. But now that it's still holding, you don't know how or where it's going to close. I feel like I'm always noticing things like that. Yeah, way different than practicing. I agree. I don't want price to reverse in me. And I have noticed so many reverses at 10 a.m. I have two options here. Either move the stop loss to break even, trying to avoid to be still in the trade when I notice a reversal at 10 a.m. or add another contract if we push again higher to this fair value gap, which price created at inside macro. Like I say, I like to be aggressive inside macro. That's why I enter here, expecting that we created this. Look at that. It almost hit the stop loss. I close it with a 130 loss. I close it because that's not what I want to see. It doesn't look bad from a downside. ES took high of day and NQ didn't even took this swing high. However, I don't like it. It's just weird price action. And I believe there are times when price action is clear. It's just sometimes I get focused on the moment. But especially if we are doing this at this time, maybe after 11 we get a serious consistent and consecutive move. Wait, weird. There's no news. Yeah, there's no news today. Where do you place the stop loss? Above this candle? Yeah. I think one day I'll get a level, like especially on a Friday, and I'll say, oh, you'll do this. This is the kind of price action today. Okay, I'm done for today. I don't need to be in here. Let's at the top of that. Yeah. It's crazy. I like the fact that ES took high of day and NQ didn't even take this swing high. Now it's pushing. That seems like a clear manipulation. When was the other day that I was talking about that as well? When was it? It was no, it was not. I think Tuesday again. Yeah, same thing here. I entered from a downside here. I got stop out. Then I entered around here and I got stop out again. And then we continue lower. You re-enter now. Yeah, I think you might get the move now. Now I need a little bit more time to re-enter. You know what I think? One thing I like to do, I like to sometimes I have targets, but sometimes it's so empty. There's nothing downside, and I noticed how beautiful it closed on its low at the end of the macro. Honestly, I haven't been able to catch one of that move, like waiting until 10:10 or 10:15 and it closed beautiful on its low. And now it's looking like it's going to do that, especially after it cleaned whatever stop losses were here. What's your target? Okay, 234. I love how not even a single 1 minute has gone above the previous 1 minute. Let's see if I can enter here. See. Yeah, I'll enter one more for my downside.
Order filled.
I will be targeting this swing low from yesterday, which is actually no, that's too low. Let's say 27. 27, it's a measuring move here. I like to do the bodies only, and it's a little bit lower than the 4 hour. we get above the, if we test again here, it's also above this 5 minute. I will be entering one more.
Order submitted.
If we're done, then I'll enter with the market order. I mean, stop order. It's a little scalp. And if buyer understand that they won't get a higher move until we hit whatever we need to hit down here, then this could be a fast move. Once again, ES pushing lower and NQ holding. Yeah, it was so close to your target, and look now how long it's taking it to above your target. How do you close it? You use a trail, or you just close it manually? Okay, I want to see. Strength now below this 5 minute candle. I like the weakness on ES.
Target filled.
So I was able to make the loss here, and I was wondering if I wouldn't stop out, I mean sell, if I would have entered here for more downside. Actually, yeah, it was a good trade. It was good to be on a trade with someone. This is the first time. Not only live, but yeah, like personally. I have never done trade with anyone. Even though I talk, even when before I start live streaming, I talk to myself a lot. Well, actually my journal were videos instead of writing. So that's why I always talk. 82. Yeah, now we're seeing weakness. Now it's the time to be for more downside. It just this was crazy, something else. I think this is to learn and not just to review the trade we took. This is also to understand it's another level, like to feel nothing is happening, or to be open to put the stop loss higher, open to this to happen, even though we have no news today. But this was something, honestly, it's not different, because there's always something. There's never a similar or an equal price action. It's always something. It's the better, the more uncheckable I become, the better I become, because this was nothing, and this it actually take both of us out. So I think to be a better trader, somehow we have to prepare for things like this, because this is nothing. It's nothing. I feel like a professional would be laughing at this. Even open to put the stop loss here. It kept respecting the first percentage fair value gap, and also all the 5-minute closing below 50%. Look, that's what I say when we study. We see, oh, this is a nice trade. You enter here, more downside, even you enter the first percentage fair value gap, and it's a clear. Look at how many 6 down close candle. But the thing is, life, every second you try to give it a every second I try to give it a meaning. Yeah, I would have taken partial as well, since I like to take a look at every swing low the previous day, especially previous day, and we have a couple of things there. It doesn't mean that price can reverse, but will reverse, but we have the 4 hours fair value gap, we have previous all-time high, and that sell side liquidated. This previous all-time high, it's the one we did in this week, Tuesday. Now everything that I think about happened on Tuesday. Every time I look back to see a level, it's from Tuesday. That's also a good thing, being able to take partials. That's why I used to, well, I plan on trading the micros with the Express account and lower the risk, and also allow myself to take partials. But things are looking good from our downside. I like to see in a healthy trend, price respecting the previous up close candle. So as long as we stay below this, it doesn't, well, it's all about probability. It doesn't mean that if we take this swing high, it's going to reverse. It's just the probability to continue lower. I think lower. But I like to see price staying below that. "15 minutes looking good." And after seeing this, it doesn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me that we continue doing those crazy swings. So we shake aggressive trail stops. Look. I want to see ES to inverse the fair value gap. Which one? I see. The 4 hours it's looking good. Let's see if this 5 minute can close to its low. What do you need to see to believe that this is going to reverse, or to even think about to go long? Because as of now, anything we do to the upside, I will be looking to enter for more downside. It wants to continue going lower. It does want. Your target just got hit. Yep. That was a beautiful entry. I know, right? Because it looks so weak. It looks so weak. Like, yeah, that was why I was asking you what would you need to see to think that this is going to reverse, because not even going to 50% of this drop. It looks so weak. The 15 minutes about to close and it's closing close to its low. Yeah, no, it also confused me. Sometimes for me they means balance. Sometimes they means whatever. I try to just interpret them as balance, but I know what you mean, because like here, this, if we do a strong up close candle, we have a 3 candle reversal down here after taking a lot of level. We could also take a break. We don't want to be, I don't want to be in that balance range price action. Last minute of this 5-minute candle, and it looks very similar to this one. It looks very similar to I think the one I entered. Yeah, I think this one, yeah. Trying to close to its high and then reversing. If you look at ES, we inverse a 4-hour fair value gap and a 15-minute fair value gap. Do you trade ES as well, or just look for, you know, I used to trade ES, but somehow after I got into futures, I switched to NQ only, but not because I don't like ES, but just because I want to focus on NQ and I don't want to be distracted. But I like ES as well. You said 4-hour. Sometimes it's cleaner, yes. Do you wait until this 4-hour closes, or for you it's done already? Yeah, now look at that 15-minute. And see, if we look at the chart after everything happened, I would say, for example, this weekend, if I wasn't here, this is all price action history, I would say, oh, this is a clear setup for more downside. ES took high of day, NQ couldn't, not even this swing high. Below first percentile fair value gap, clear for more downside. However, I got checked here. That's what I was saying about practicing and live. It was clean, very clean. And I feel that sometimes when I'm starting, I call it clean and I call it easy. So when it's not easy here, that's why it hit me. That's why it hit me. Usually when price is balance, usually when I see price balance at the first hour, I wait for 11 for more continuation, also clean, very clean when it's balanced at the first hour. But I wonder now that we have moved a lot if we're going to balance just before launch. If I were to enter anything here, it will have a pullback for my downside. If price start moving higher, I'd rather wait and sit on my hands. I really don't like to trade reversals. And it's not that I don't like it, it's that every time I have done it, I got punched in the face. For me, it works very for scalps. But I have seen some people that are very, very good, because for reversal, I feel you have to be very, very good and very precise. For example, yesterday, I like to trade trends. However, somehow I was waiting for a reversal. Somehow, and when we did this, I wanted to enter around here from a downside. But since I don't trade reversals, I was hesitating. And thanks to that, I avoided loss. But I wasn't able to read this strength. Do you still on a trade, or you are fully out? If you were to enter, what would you target? Because I was wondering entering in any pullback here, but then I look down here, maybe the lower part of the 4 hour. It's too much. That's a lot. That's yesterday open. Right? Yeah. So that's what I do when you don't see a clear target, or if you see a clear target on ES, you switch to ES. Yeah, that's smart. Give me just 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm back. Yes, just took lower low, and then Q is holding above, and we are about to enter the macro. No what does that mean? No correlated. Oh, that ES is doing one thing and NQS is doing another. Yeah. I like to see this, just exactly what price did, respecting the up closest candle in a downtrend. So even this, I feel, was a good scalp. Yeah. It looks like we got a measure move. Yeah. So even this was a good scalp. I'll wait and see if I can identify anything for more downside. I still believe that we can do another leg. So for more upside here, I traded the same way I trade pre-market. It's just I don't trade it, even though it presents the opportunity. I study it, I look at it, but I normally don't trade it. I avoid to trade it. For me, I think it's another level to being able to read that price it's going to reverse here. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to enter for more downside once price reach once a 950 when this candle closes. Hopefully it's not that it doesn't keep going lower. It's not ideal that ES took low of day and NQ it's holding above, doing a high low. I enter with 2. We'll enter with 1 more if we push higher.
Order filled.
Yeah. I like the risk and reward here. I want to see what price will do, and if it does go below this 5 minute. You know, I wish I could sell this one that I bought here, but I don't know what is it called. It has a name. That if I put an order limit here to sell one, it will sell one of this. The first one that I entered with. Yeah, if I put a sell order here, a sell it's stop buy order here, it will close out one of this contract, not this one. I think it has a name. It's 3 letters. 3 letters. This is not looking good. This 5 minute has been on its high the whole time. Let's see how it closes, but of course I wanted to see a faster reaction going lower. And the fact that we did a higher low and NQ a lower low, I like when 5 minute candle opens against me and closes in my favor. I'd rather seeing that than the other thing. See how price hasn't been able to take the previous 5 minute low? That's the first thing I want to see. I want to see like I want to see people entering below that. That could also be another entry, like waiting for more information instead of entering here, waiting for that I just mentioned. But price continued doing higher lows, which is not what I want to see. And we just inverse this 1 minute. If we retest it and hold above it, then it's a good setup for more upside. I want to see price above this. I mean below. Let me see an ES. Yeah. I like the fact that we closed 2 times above it and fell. But look, ES how weak it is, and NQ still holding above. And ES taking low of day and NQ holding. I honestly don't like it. So I'll be selling 2 here. It's not that fast.
Order submitted.
I hate when this happens.
Order submitted.
I don't know why it's not letting me. Last time it didn't let me buy. It ended up getting to my target bet. I don't want to risk it. And it's not what I want to do. I like that we're still inside macro.
Order submitted.
It's not letting me. No, I'm trying to exit. I'm in 3 contracts. I'm trying to exit 2 of them, but it's not letting me. I don't know why. I have to close it if I want to get out of the trade. I don't like ES taking low of day and NQ holding above. I was telling you that last time this happened, price ended up getting to my target.
Order filled.
I closed it there. I couldn't take partials. For me to get out of the trade, I have to close the whole thing. I don't know why that happened. ES is way much weaker. I would pay more attention to ES. I would say, because I feel ES here was a better trade than NQ. Like more direct. Even if you target low of day, you enter here, you target low of day. It's a 1-to-1 trade and faster. And every time we push higher, swing high, we pull back and then lower high. Look at the SMT here. ES was the weaker. I think ES was the trade. And also you have this clean target down here, which NQ doesn't have it. He won't close at this time. I mean, I don't think it's like a fixed thing. I think you, like me as well, I'll find a way when it's time to close it and when it's time to stay in the trade, and also be okay with whatever decision, because it's the past. And I think that's what affects the most. The fact that you saw this and didn't close it, or you saw this and stay in the trade. It's after I close the trade, I think that the best thing is just think about the next trade, what I did wrong, and that's it. Because even if you close it now, you're in profit. Yeah, but it's difficult when, for me, happened this way, when every stop loss I let it get to a stop loss. But when it's with profit, I'm ready. I'm open to close the trade. And then of course the math doesn't add up. Inky just did a double bottom. It's difficult to see an exact double bottom on NQ. Low of this candle 86.75. 86.75. Double bottom. I think I took both trade inside macro. Actually, I got stop out in the first one. Well, I sold and I lost the first one, and the second one, when was it? When was the second one? Oh, the second one was at the end of the macro. Do you still own the trade? Where's your stop loss? I don't like NES that this is the second time we try to push below low of day. Also, if I were to enter in a reversal, it would look like this. Yeah, I normally also finish at this time. I don't like to trade also the afternoon, the PM session. Yeah, that was what I was talking about. Like when in the first hour when I see balance, I have noticed that after 11 we get a trend sometimes. But I was wondering what would happen today that we got a trend, a strong move to the downside. Usually lunch hour it's a quiet time, so balance is a range, in a range sideways. Yes, it's about to do a outside candle, which, okay, that for me it's already an outside candle. If this doesn't have continuation, it look much better from my upside. No, me either. And when I see like today we saw like 3 or 4 setup in this leg, so I get the sense that maybe that's enough. I don't usually see more than 3 setup per days. So if I do a losing trade now, the first thing I would say to myself is, of course, it's you just saw 4 setups, 3 setups. That's enough for a day. So the fact that I was that I like this for a reversal and I won't take a reversal, it also made me think then there's nothing here that I will like for more downside. Look how price close. Looks how 5-minute candle are closing. What do you mean profit? I'm trading a profit. I'm trading my funded futures, but I don't have any affiliation with them. What do you mean, is that okay? Yeah, it's I like it the most, and I like that it doesn't have activation fee. Honestly, the only profit, yeah, I was using Top Step as well, and it's good. It's fine. Yeah. The only profit I don't like openly, it's Apex after the email they sent that you have to explain everything you do. That makes no sense for me. Actually, Top Step was the one that I started trading. Yeah, I've never had a problem with them. You should You should. Yeah, you will have fun editing and seeing your trades again and again. And maybe also help you stay disciplined, like you're showing people what you're doing. So you should. And also meet people, because I do film them with OBS. And then I use TikTok Live Studio. No, me either. But I think we are a little. I think traders are not quiet, but they don't like to tell their profession. If you meet me, I will tell you I'm in school. I'm in school. I will be a doctor someday. I will do a small scalp here.
Order filled.
This is probably the last trade of the day. This is a balanced range, and I feel this is 50-50. Let's put this here. It looks nice in the 1 minute, but in the 5 minute, it doesn't look that good. But the fact that we're still respecting this fair value gap and making lower highs. And also there's a small inverse here. The price just hit and reverse, but maybe that was the trade from here to here. That's a 1-to-1. It's not bad. Let's see. We still have double bottom down here, which some people see it as a good resistance, support, and then that plays against them, I guess. Yeah. I like to do the live stream in English because I feel there are more people speaking English in this industry than other, but some things I don't understand. What do you mean by who's selling? Oh. I just entered this trade because I will be risking profit, but it's not an, if I were flat, I wouldn't enter. It's too balanced. And the fact that it will, after seeing this, I can assume that it would take longer to get to the target. Yeah, a lot of Fridays are like that. That's why I only enter with one contract. I remember I was saying that if I were to enter for more in a reversal trade, this is what I wanted to see. However, after seeing this, I interpret this as weakness, and that's why I wanted to give it a try. Also, I don't think I want to see price spending so much time in the fair value gap, even though the wicks are looking beautiful and the candles are closing below. One thing I would like is ES making a higher low, I mean a higher high, and NQ holding below. Yeah, that's also should have an entry and then move fast from it, yeah. And also in a trade like this, maybe trailing a little bit more aggressive. But the price didn't move that much in my favor. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes. Yeah. Now we have a strong up close candle closing above. I'm about to be stopped out. So I guess the trade was a scalp and it was here. I like this double leg, this two legs. And it's a pretty good 1-to-1. Alright, so this was my last trade of the day. I was planning on pass one of the account this week, but I wasn't able. And normally I only do one trade per account, but since this was the one closer to the target, I decided to go with this one. All of them are alive, so I guess I'll have to wait until next week. Next week I'll be live again the whole week. I have 3 accounts. I can only have 3 accounts. Well, actually I can have as many accounts I want with them, but only 3 express. You know, Top Step you can have 5. With my funded future you can have 3. I think they are going to switch to 5 as well. This is an I reversal on an Evo. It's 100. It's $97, but it doesn't have activation fee. A 50k account. 50k account, it's $97, and it doesn't have activation account. Activation fee. Activation account. This was a nice reversal. I'm going to end the live stream here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for talking. I hope I see you on Monday. All right. See you next week.